I have deployed a unit of harpies right over in the corner so that they have to home back before the game, at the start of the game. I've got a brigade of crossbows with bolt throwers. I've got a brigade of infantry, crossbows to the front, 2 spears behind. Another brigade of infantry, crossbows to the front, 1 unit of spears behind. General there on his manticore. There is also a hero to the left there. Hydra, sorceress. In the rear, it's all cold ones. I know some of them look like chariots and some of them look like knights. They're all cold ones at the moment. Some dark riders, and then another brigade of infantry, this one fronted with witch elves. That's my army.
Opposite the evil harpies, we have absolutely normal, decent harpies. Also, totally normal, decent witch elves. They might look like wild dancers, but they're not. We also have crossbows and spearmen. Crossbows and spearmen hero there. Cauldron of blood here. General and what is definitely a manticore. Big old block of cold ones, nothing wrong with that. A hero, and then dark riders over on the side. And for magic items, we've got a sword of destruction, a sword of might, the cauldron of blood as mentioned, and of course the orb of majesty for the general. Don't leave home without one.
So I positioned the harpies too far away for them to effectively home back, so they homed back a little bit but stayed out of command range. This brigade failed its order, so stumble forward a mighty 5 centimetres. The general moved this brigade up and the Hydra round the edge of the woods. I've got a unit occupying the woods here. The cavalry has pushed up and another unit occupying the woods over there.
Following their opponent's lead, the army has advanced in echelon, with the Dark Riders moving furthest, and then the Cold Ones, and then some infantry, and then less infantry, and then the Witches kind of doing what they're told, leaving this huge wedge between the Witches and their targets, and this small wedge between the Dark Riders and the people who could charge them on initiative.
So once again, my hero over here failed me on this flank, failing to order this brigade forward, although the harpies had homed back to him. Fortunately, the general came to the rescue and was able to move the things around, but I've spent rather a lot of energy trying to kill 65 points worth of harpies over here. I got charging on the flank of these, and because it was on the flank, I was able to follow them up, so they're probably dead, but it's annoying all the same. The Dark Riders came around to shoot, but weren't in the end needed. So that then led to a couple of mighty dust-ups here in the middle. I managed to get the Cold One brigades rumbling home. The brigades that charged the enemy Cold One brigades rather bounced off a bit and lost the first round of combat, were followed up, but then won the second round of combat. But it's dinged up both of my units of cold ones there, but it's dinged up both of the enemy units of cold ones. Fortunately, he's got more cold ones than me. Meantime, the unit of cold ones over here that looks like a unit of Chaos Knights, but is actually a unit of cold ones, got into the flank of some Dark Riders and munched a pair of units of those with the general attached, gaining me double victory points.
Witch Elves.
The Witch Elves died as part of that as well. They did join into that combat, but were shot up quite badly on the way in and were then brutally murdered. So that was the end of them.
So the Witch Elves advanced through the woods and then promptly stopped, some sort of labour dispute, and then the other guys took their side, did not advance more than 10 centimetres. Also, the next group of people did not advance more than 10 centimetres. Also, the next group of people managed to flank and rear-end a Hydra, destroy it, and then frontally and sidely destroy the enemy cold ones for too many losses. Just too many losses. Grotesquely 1-for-1 exchange of kills, and now all that's left is this faraway flank where a Manticore and his cold ones wait to pounce.
So over here, the commander once again let me down. So he's now been replaced by a different hero who's joined this flank, and he's been banished to the far flank. He did manage to get the Harpies into backfield, which will hopefully cause a little bit of pain over here to the enemy. The Dark Riders move up and shot the Witch Elves, so that took a stand off them and has driven them back. Over here, the Sorceress managed to get a spell off, which confused quite a few of the this brigade here, and the cold ones behind. So that was a good little cheeky doom bolt there. Some shooting pushed the cold ones back, but didn't confuse them. However, over here, the general and his cold ones, who were pretending to be Chaos Knights for the day, charged home and killed off another couple of units of cold ones, mounting up his victory points. I think, however, it's now going to be general on general action in the next round of combat. But we'll see how that pans out. So over this side, the general took control, which saw a little bit of movement. This brigade here finally shook themselves out into line and is making a bit of an advance. The other brigade of infantry has pushed up. Some Dark Riders hid behind a hedge, shot some Witch Elves and pushed them back into the woods. This unit of Dark Riders charged a unit of Witch Elves in the flank, killed them, but unfortunately, due to the vagaries of combat results, have now ended up stuck in front of a quite angry army of Dark Elves. Over here, shooting from the woods to little effect, and these guys failed to move because this guy, having moved over here, is still ineffective. The Harpies have landed back there to try and put some leadership pain onto units, and the Sorceress failed to cast a Doom Bolt that might have disrupted things.
Over here, the witches had to charge, and they didn't do so terribly successfully. It was a bit of a back and forth, and in the end, the scrum led to this one stand each. In the woods, brutal hail of repeater crossbow bolt fire led to the spearmen going nah bruv, and just forcing the crossbowmen to be confused. Dark Elf heroes not winning any awards for command this turn. All the heroes failed their rolls. The general barely got his cold ones into the harpies, and they nearly lost a stand to harpies, which is honestly just embarrassing for graduates of Cold One Academy. And then there was nothing else, because the other Dark Elves ruled the final bit of that flank.